All right, I think we're gonna get started here. Um, just double checking that the stream is actually live on here. I always do a pretty poor job about this, so just give me a second. For those of you guys that are watching the recorded version, just give me a second because sometimes Facebook kind of acts up. So, all right, I think we're live here. I'm going to try to handle this. I might need to do this myself today because Kevin is actually out in the stateside, and he is staying at his parents' ranch, I believe, and the internet there is not the best. So we may not be able to demonstrate everything today, but I'll definitely update you guys on what's going on. So I just want to say hi to all you guys joining me. I'm actually a little bit under the weather. My son got sick from school for the first time, decided to pass it over to me. So I'm going to try to hang in here. So, all right. I think it'll just be me and you guys today. Let's see if Kevin joins in. There was some, we'll try to sort of go through what we had put together. I don't really have all the demoing stuff here today, but that's totally fine. And I'm going to just share my screen here as usual. And if I can, let's see here. He says sorry, and he's trying really hard to connect right now. So let me try to, sorry. Let me just share my screen here. All right, cool. Great. So we're just going to jump right into things. I think I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible today. So excuse me. First of all, thank you very much for all the support we've gotten from everybody as usual. There have been some really awesome posts and shares of REI Pebble. We're super happy to hear that. So thank you for the continuous support. I know that we're still far from where we want to be. And we want to continue to improve everything, and it does take time. So thank you for all your patience. And also thank you for all the feedback that we're getting as well. Okay, so we're going to go through and we're going to blaze through this. What's new with the website stuff? We've launched a lot of bug fixes inside the customizer, especially some random stuff with plugins and updates and whatnot. Everything now is hosted with us on the new one. We'll talk a little bit about that afterwards at the end here. We updated the customizer quite extensively. So you've got a new list layout, a new gallery layout as well for Landlist. For those of you guys that are hosted through us, you will get these updates as soon as they come out. And again, if you're not hosted with us, I'll talk to you quickly about that at the end of this live stream here. Also, there's a style reset now. So if you just want to reset everything, you can do so. You can also customize your typography, so your fonts and all that stuff inside the customizer now. We've also built out an internal website dashboard. Like, this is pretty crazy what we've done. We are now, we've got a sort of a native management system built out for us. It's more on the internal side, but it makes updating a lot easier. It makes pushing out new things a lot easier. It spots downtimes a lot better. We can monitor a lot of the backup stuff too, which is really cool. It's like this little visual thing. One of our team members, Nabil, he put this all together, and he's been working hard on this for the last couple months. So it's been a huge effort between the team to kind of finally move into an internal management system that is housed in-house. So we're really excited about that. It just makes support a lot easier as well. So you definitely wouldn't feel the change on that on your guys' end, but just know that we are keeping a very close eye on everybody's site, especially when we're hosting. Just going to hit escape here, just check if Kevin is going to be able to join us. And it looks like he won't be able to join us tonight. So not a big deal. I'm just going to keep going on here. All right. And let me just full screen this. Okay. Inside of Pebble, there have been a lot of bug fixes. Kevin could probably speak a lot better to this than I. A lot of it had to do with the document editor. So we've been, there is actually a new pretty big update for the document editor that is coming out. So look out for that. That should, I believe, be coming out sometime next week. So there's been a lot of extensive work on that. We've got a live update of of, you can actually fill out something um, on the document and preview it live, so you can always see how that looks like. Just my mind is going blank here, but there's just been a lot of changes now. The other big one is that we're getting rid of placeholder restrictions. I think this has been a huge one. There's always been this question of like, why is there certain placeholders in certain types of documents versus other types of documents? And I get that, but it was sort of trying to keep things a lot easier because if it was an inbound contract versus an outbound contract, then the grantor and the grantee switch, it would get really confusing. But we've managed to get rid of it. We've sort of got this really cool thing, sort of way that we're approaching it. So all of your placeholders will show up no matter what kind of document. Also, you would imagine it's quite an extensive list. We've also built in little sub menus in there. I'm not able to demo that live for you guys. I apologize. But maybe on next week's, when we do our mastermind next week, and I've got Sean O'Toole coming out from Property Radar to talk to us, we can demo some of this stuff for you guys. And I apologize on this update roundup that I don't have anything prepared here. Again, for those of you that just joined, Kevin, I think there's a pretty big rainstorm out there, and he's also pretty remote out in the ranch, so he couldn't get on live with us, but not a big deal. We're just going to keep moving forward here. No, this is another huge one. Day plus number of so today's date plus number of days placeholder. We added a lot more to that as well. Okay, so what's coming up ahead? This has been a huge one on REI Landlist, your marketing website, your selling website. We're now building out a custom property search bar. You don't have to use our preset filters anymore. You don't have to use the acreage in the county. We can do text search now. So that is something that we're working on. We're coming close to launching that soon. So we've got a new property search bar coming out, and this has been one that has been asked multiple times before, and it took a little bit of us getting around to that, but that is coming out shortly. We've got a new REI Landleads Skin. If you wanted to change skin, speak to our team. You don't have to keep your current skin, especially if you're hosted through us. We can sort of make that happen with you. Mind you, when you're switching skins though, I'll have to double check with my team, but I believe we can keep most of the content, but I'll have to double check on that. Yes, Pebble to REI Landlist property listing. We finally got a couple team members focused on this, and we're trying to build this out where there's more options for you to list your property. And when you update certain things and you push it again, it doesn't create a new posting. We're going to be starting with that. We're also adding one thing I didn't add is part of the default template is going to have the Google Maps on per property. You don't need to manually drag it in every time now. It will show up, and then it'll also be able to pull from Pebble as well. So if you're using Pebble, that'll come right through from Pebble onto your listing. But I think it's finally that we're able to sort of really reinforce this sort of brittle connection that we have right now, and we're going to continue to work on that. One of the big things that we're working on is upcoming here is task management. So be able to assign tasks, how that's going to play out and how that's going to look like. There's a couple other things that we've been speaking to you guys about, and we've been hearing feedback on. Don't think we've ever ignored that. That is going to be coming up ahead. We got a little bit delayed on the document side of things. It was quite a hefty overhaul. So that is still on the go. But up next, within this quarter, we should be able to get the task management out there. Okay, a couple things I want to speak to you guys about. And I'm just going to check the chat here, and I don't really... Sorry, because I don't have another eye here, I can't really see the chat live at the same time. Okay, I'm going to keep going. And if you have any questions, you can type it now, and I'll read it out afterwards because I've got a full screen here with just the slides. So sorry if I missed that. We are, if you are on our old REI conversion website plans, get on our hosting for many reasons. Big one is auto updating. We do the updates for you now. Doesn't matter which plan it is, okay? If you are hosting on GoDaddy, Bluehost, any of the HostGator, get off of that ASAP. Your sites will come across some sort of malware, spyware, whatever it is. It will infect your site. And that's how they get you in at a low price. And then they will upsell you the wazoo to get you onto their security package, which is not fun. Google starts blacklisting your site. It is a nightmare. How do I know? Because this constantly happens. And that's why we ended up moving. I mean, we were pushing everybody to sign up for WP Engine, which was a secured hosting that we trusted and we used also. But it was also quite pricey. But we've now moved hosting back into with us. You're going to be able to save money because of hosting through us on our new plans. We'll do a free migration for you guys. You still have daily backups. And the big one is auto updates. You don't need to worry about updating your site, especially our plugins. We won't handle your plugins, but any of our plugins and our theme files, we will push out to your site. Now, if you're interested, we will help you with this. Email us at hello@reiconversion.com. Especially people on our old licensing system, which used to be through Freemius. You'll want to get off of that because it's becoming more and more difficult for us to be able to push updates through that system as well. So we're trying to put everybody in line with our new hosting. It makes it so much easier with our new sort of internal management dashboard and control panel. We're able to just push out updates a lot easier now. So again, reach out to us at hello@reiconversion.com. Another thing, like this event, along with Mastermind, along with every Friday, I do mailing for Pebble. I literally hold your guys' hand. 3, 4, 5 of you guys, 6 of you guys, every Friday. Last Friday of every month, we do the what do you call it? The lead management and automation with Callan as well. That's happening tomorrow. If you want to see what's coming up ahead, go to reiconversion.com. Hit the menu item resources and then upcoming events, and you can actually you can add all our events to your calendar or add certain events to your calendar so you get reminded. So we don't always have to keep manually adding you guys in and asking you guys to enter in your email. It's sort of you subscribe and it will get added to your calendar. Okay, guys, I kind of blazed through that. Do we have any questions? I will try my best here to answer some of them. Kevin's always much better at the technical side than I am, but I am going to hang out here and drink my Neocitrin and answer some questions. So I know there's a bit of delay, so I'll wait here. And great question, David. Yeah, Pebble. If you don't know, I'll just head to it right now. Pebble is what we call our land management tool. It's sort of the centralized platform where all your data lives. It helps you sort of run your business from acquisition all the way to disposition. So getting your mailing on, we do really different things with our mailing compared to any other mail houses. You can head on to our site here if you're interested to learn more. I'm not going to sort of do a product explanation here, but have a look. If you're interested, David, feel free to hit this little icon and hit the book a tour button here and book a tour with me. I'd be happy to share with you what Pebble is. Plus, there's a lot of resources on our YouTube that you can learn a little bit more. And David, I think I just saw you join our Facebook group, so I accepted you, and I'm glad you made it out. I was like, I wonder if David's going to make it out. I'll approve him in the group right now. So nice to see you around, David. But yes, please do check it out. It manages all your property, all your leads, buyer and seller leads, your mailing, all of that tightly integrated into one system. All right. Any other questions here, guys? I think it's a bit of a smaller group here today. And I think it's maybe it's the long weekend coming up. People are just chilling out. Hey, Jesse, do you have a remail previously sent campaign feature on the roadmap? Apologies if there is, and I need to read the manual. Yeah, there is. Yep, there absolutely is. Now, I can't see who this is, so I'm going to come onto Facebook. Yeah. Hey, Buck, how's it going? We do have a remail function. So if you go to our knowledge base here, if you go to campaigns and docs, here's recreating and resending a campaign. You can absolutely do that. And just keep in mind, like, we try our best to keep these documents updated. Sometimes the images are out of date, but most of it structurally is the same. I think this one is still pretty up to date. But yes, you absolutely can do that, Buck. I'm gonna launch my face here. Maybe I can do like half screen. Maybe not. Maybe this. Here you go. Oh, I didn't put my logo on today. Shoot. All right. Any other questions I can sort of help answer here, guys? I'll look out here. Buck, it's nice to see you around. And for the few of you guys that are hanging out, it feels like a quieter one today, which is nice. Thanks, Freddie. Next week, I just want to let you guys know that we are going to be bringing on Sean O'Toole. There was expressed interest in learning a little bit more about Property Radar. I don't know too much about them other than that's how I started pulling lists from back in the day. I used Property Radar because I heard on a podcast on RE Tipster of a lady who used it. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. I never knew who she was. We never got in touch, but she used Property Radar, and I like Property Radar. It was very cheap. I think I know a couple people that use it, and it is quite cheap. They are able to append emails and social and phone numbers too, I believe, which is really cool if you wanted to get that data into Pebble and then run some automations. That it would be available for you to do that. But that is happening next week. Again, if you're not sure when and what's coming up, if you just head over to resources on the top of our page here, go down to upcoming events, you'll be able to see all our upcoming events. You can add our calendar to your calendar, or you can click right into it and then just add to your calendar, and it will have the Zoom link there already for you. Okay, so this is all coming up ahead, and this is always accessible on our homepage if you go to resources, again, to upcoming events. Okie dokie. Well, it was nice seeing you guys. Hi, Jesse. My WP annual subscription, WP engine renewal is July. What's the cost to migrate to your house? Yeah, there's no cost to migrate. I like as mentioned, it is a free migration. You're actually going to be saving because I think WP Engine's hosting is quite pricey. It's about $30 per site. Per month. So that's all baked into our cost, including the theme. So you can check out our pricing plan. Shoot us an email again, Randy, when you're ready to do that. And actually, if you decide to leave earlier, they actually refund you. So WP Engine is pretty awesome in that sense. Okay. Okie dokie. Anything else? All right. Well, I think it's a long weekend in America. I think it's Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day. We just had Victoria Day here in Vancouver, Canada, but I typically line up my schedule with you guys, so I am starting to learn the American holidays. But if you have any other questions, you know where my team is at. You can always reach out to us at mine is drawing blank here. I need to get to bed here. REI, hello at reiconversion.com. Aside from that, thanks again for joining us. I'm sure Kevin wished he could have been here. I know he was messaging me that. But next week, again, please do join us. Check out our calendar under the resources, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.